Welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking Shatterpoint and storage for Shatterpoint, in so much that obviously as Rampage Games we don't only just start games, but we make stuff to keep your hobby organised. So like me, you may have recently got into Shatterpoint and found that in actual fact there's a lot of things to store, and recently I've just been using the box lids because it's easy, it's quick, and in one section I've kept the models that I've started painting and I've really enjoyed, like Maul, Ahsoka Tano. I've started working on Cad Bane, but what I find is that constantly I'm trying to dig through bags of stuff for tokens. And I've got bags for cards, I've got bags for tokens, I've got bags for the mission cards, the character cards. Like, it's just bags of stuff everywhere. And I think it's time we make a change. So your rack Shatterpoint kit, it will come in 4 little bags, and there'll be a top tray and 2 other trays for your storage, and then a model tray at the bottom. You'll also need a really useful box, 9-litre size. Now, your choice of glue is up to you, but personally, I'm a big fan of the Evo Stickwood glue exterior. I just picked this up at B&Q. It's a nice easy nozzle to play with, and it just makes my life super easy. For the model tray, all we're going to do is start gluing the sides and the base panel around. Again, just covering a nice easy set of glue, and I'm just going to start gluing it together. It's going to take about 5-10 minutes to glue together and be alright, and a good couple of hours to dry properly. All you got to make sure is each time just making as many connection points as possible with that glue. Once it's done, put it aside. So this is our mission card tray, our character card tray, and our order and combat cards. For this, we're going to follow the same process. We're just going to glue around the edges, and we're going to start assembling the tray itself. The side with no rivets in is going to go on the left hand side, and then you're going to start putting the other 2 long side pieces. You want these where the little rivets are as close to that side as possible, and then the other end goes in. You then put the middle divider. This is to separate out your mission tray and your order cards. You then put in this little part here. This is just to help rest the top tray on, and you've got 2 little support pieces to just sit the top tray on as well. And then from here, you've now got a nice easy tray with access to the bottom. Next up is our dice tray, and this is super simple. We've made this so that it just goes together. I'm happy to make a couple of boo-boos every now and again, but effectively you've got 1 divider side, and then this time the rivets are going to go close to that side, and your blank side is going to be as far away as possible. You're then going to put in your middle divider, nice and simple, and then you're going to put in your second middle divider there to have your attack and defense dice separate. This is our everything tray, and this is a beast. I would highly recommend doing a dry fit first. We're still going to follow the same process. I got a bit bolshy and I did this all in one, and I made a couple of mistakes. Okay, the first thing I would always do is do the far side first with all the rivets in. That's because it's going to be easier to match up. Now be careful with the sides. Dry fit now, because what will happen in a minute is I got it the wrong way around. It's nice and quick and easy at this point, okay, and they are nice and tight to go together, so it shouldn't, once glued, come apart at all. Okay, then from this, obviously we're going to put in our first divider, which is going to line up with the thing. Again, make sure that it matches. As you can see here, wrong side, so I need to put this in and flip this around. It's nice and quick. I've done it early, so it doesn't matter. Okay, then I'm going to put in my other one, and again, matching up to the rivets that are in there to make all my little pieces slot in. So I'm going to start looking and matching. Now, there is lots of these available that you can use. Okay, so this one is in the top corner, is usually for the little cubes. You've then got all these dividers. These can all be used to separate out as much as you want. It's pretty modular, so you can add or subtract all the things that you want. I put them all in because I've got lots and lots of tokens for Shatterpoint that I want to use. I've then put in these 2 little rack parts here because they're going to actually support my scoring meter on top and leave me little gaps to put in my objective tokens and my objective secured tokens. And with it now built, it's time to go and hit the tabletop and play some Shatterpoint.